Hello, everyone! Alright. At long last, the first Gallidan video. The fantasy world and passion project that's been developing for the past 3 years now? So, what's it all about? I've asked myself the same question many times. I didn't begin with an idea in mind, I just wanted to try and learn how to make something D&D. I know that people love the existing settings, but I figured I'd make my own because, well, if I'm being honest, because I thought that's what everyone did. So, what is Gallidan about? What's the world like? It's fantasy, sure, but what else can I tell you? Fantasy? Fantasy's a catch-all. It's a genre. It's an item on the menu. What are the ingredients that help bring out rich and expressive flavors? For this video, I'm going to try and make it a crash course on the setting. Gallidan 101, if you will. And I figured that there will be some tangents here and there, but that the best place to get started was to get to the heart of it all. To explain the philosophy that has steered the course of the entire setting. And in doing so, get to the core of that core. Kethravar is here. You can understand what I mean now. It literally sits right in the middle of the continent. It is also one of the longest standing civilizations on the face of Gallidan. Alright then. Our question should now be, what is Kethravar like? Apart from being one of the continent's oldest civilizations, it is also by far the wealthiest, having amassed a glut of treasure and magic since their humble beginnings. Kethravar is also without a doubt the world's longest standing magocracy. Officially, the Archmages do not hold office in cabinet, but everyone knows that their hands are felt there, as they are felt everywhere on this continent. Gallidan is a world of high magic. Many regard those who wield such powers as innately above ordinary folk, regardless of their ability. The ceiling for a caster's status is so much higher than other people's reach. This is the defining philosophy of Kethravar's influence. They aren't only a magocracy, they are a heavily stratified magocracy. And if we're to understand this belief, we'll have to dig into the country's roots. As I said, get to the core. Kethravar came about only as the clouds parted and the dust settled from an age of despair. A time where an empire defied the gods, a plot arose from within the pantheon, a splitting of the planes, forces of chaos rising up to lay waste to all those seeds the divine had sown. The hour of unveiling, Anno Reckoning, the great dying, known by many names, but always accompanied by the same stories. Death, disease, depravity. In the end, those three gods who'd shown their true colors were flayed so they could no longer deceive their siblings nor their children. Wounds of such a scale that this world and the planes beyond were forever changed. And from this scorched and sundered world, the first of Gallidan's peoples re-emerged. None of them emerged unscathed, but one scrappy band of survivors refused to cower in the shadows that had been cast by that long, dark night. They sought to rebuild, to refashion an idea of home. These restless survivors found their way to the ruins of an Amvari city, a people who carried the four winds in their very blood. Essentially Aarakocra from like D&D fanatics. In the world of Gallidan, there were 7 original peoples brought to populate this world by the gods. The dwarves, the felons, the orcs, the Avari, the Simari, the Tylar, and the humans. The Avari were always among the most innovative of the original 7. Flexible in both body and mind, theirs were among the few works to survive such an onslaught, if only barely. And when faced with the shattered echoes of what was once splendor, these generations who knew only of tragedy, what they saw filled them with awe. intricate and intertwined patterns on spires that slope towards the skies above, like the most beautifully carved hands reaching wide for the heavens. The stories of these marvels lingered in the Ketherian culture, passed to our children by their parents and their parents' parents, and with it came a hunger for that same greatness. It started out innocently enough. Who could blame them? A hunger for what? For hope? Ask yourself, how beautiful must it have been for that hope to survive in the wake of a genocide of dreams? No, it started innocently enough. Ambition brought back much of what was lost. Culture, collaboration, community. The fires of civilization were lit once again. Gallidan would not give in. But their hunger was not yet satisfied. Ketherian ambition yearned for more. As their city grew, more stories of the past came to them. The magnificence of Zahaith's monasteries, the opulent elegance of Kestia, the wonders of Vilauri, those ancient mages. It wasn't long until the Ketherians turned to magic. At first, only the most accomplished families had the resources to pursue such study. Many turned to wizardry, learning the arcane's inner workings and rules through exploration of Calmedes' domain. A select number looked to cultivate their talents by following in the footsteps of Alistra, finding ways to invoke magical abilities through artistic expression. But all of this changed when sorcery was understood. Suddenly, opportunists scattered across the continent to loot hordes of enchanted treasure and hunt beasts of magical origins. Many a fool died in the attempt, but several succeeded, amassing huge amounts of magical plunder or harvesting materials from legendary quarries. All of this in the hope to imbue their bloodlines with residual magic energy. This led to the formation of 6 noble sorceress families, barons within Kethravar's rapidly expanding territories, and still the Ketherians looked upwards. Next came the advent of Arcanocraft, a combination of magic and machine unlike anything the world had ever seen, an invention kept secret for many years by its creator, a move that had been made expressly to keep Kethravar in a position of power. Kethravar's early families, some of whom still shape the nation to this day, have left a mark on the minds of Gallidan, built from a hunger that has become a gluttonous appetite, not for survival, no, for their survival over that of others, a hunger for power. That's it, folks. That's the Kethravar video. Today I painted one of these little terracotta plates that I got from Michael's with the Ketherian heraldry. I'm thinking I might do a full set of these when I get to the rest of Gallidan's nations, but that's for another time. There's certainly going to be more Gallidan to come, so if you liked today's video, please leave a like down below. It would mean the world to me, and thank you all again so much for watching. Peace.